These wheels right here, huge disappointment. Let me tell you, I was not excited on these. Do what? What am I doing? I'm just filming some.
What are you doing? Are you something?
Skating.
Skating.
Alright. Life is nothing but pain. This is why I don't be street skating, I swear. Shit. Just trying to get a fucking Manny trick. I don't ever learn no Manny tricks. It made my life hard. My life is so hard, bro. My life is crazy hard. So Quasi Skateboards have been one of my favorite brands of the past 3 years. They consistently been some of my most favorite boards, and they've been using some of my most favorite distributors. Like they used to use PS sticks, and now they're on BBS. They just make great wood. It's a good board. As a brand, they got good board with good shape, nice graphics, good team, and I'm also a fan of their other products like their shirts, pants, and just other accessories. So when I saw Quasi was making wheels, I just had to try them. They're also like very averagely priced. Like Formula 4 wheels are probably like 33 to 38 bucks, and these Quasi wheels you can get for like 35. So they're like the same price as every other wheel, and I needed some new wheels, so I was like, let's try them out. So I've pretty much been using Spitfire Formula 4 wheels for like as long as I can pretty much remember. There was a time when I was riding Bones, but it was probably at least like 8 years ago. I don't even really remember what Bones feel like. I think the main reason I stopped skating them is because I didn't like the color. Like Bone wheels are like really white, and Spitfire wheels kind of get that yellow shade. I don't know. That was like the main thing in my head. I like the Spitfire graphics. They're like conical shape more. I didn't really even care that much about the Formula 4. At the time when I started skating them, I didn't like realize what made Formula 4 so good. They were just like, I never thought about them. And that was like the best part about those wheels, is like they did everything I expected a wheel to do. So I stopped like caring about them because they were just like wheels in my mind. So I assumed that like pretty much every other wheel that I would try would be pretty much on the same wavelength, where they're like just a wheel and there's no problems with them. That's where I went wrong. So my first impressions of the Quasi wheel were nice. I like the graphic, I like the color. They are a little bit bleach white in the beginning, but they didn't go to like Spitfire yellow, but they darkened up a little, which is good. I also really wanted that classic shape because I was missing just that classic shape, because I've been riding lock-ins and conical shapes for so long. I think the classic shape in itself has some pros, such as I do think it locks in on like round rails a little easier. Crooked grinds feel real good, but they make lock-ins and conicals because once you lock in, those shapes actually stay locked better. But I think the classic shape gets into it easier. So that was like a pro with the classic shape. One of the cons with the classic shape though is that the actual like surface area you're riding on is gonna be skinnier, but on conical shapes it's wider, so you just get a little bit more grip, a little bit more predictability in the way that your wheel is working. So when I first set up the Quasi wheels, it was actually on an entire new complete setup with new trucks, new Bones Super Reds bearings, which have upgraded steel, and they should be rolling like ridiculously smooth at the jump. I actually didn't really notice how slow my board was at first until I got back on my other setup with my old, probably like 46 millimeter, like that's how much I like slid them down to, Spitfire wheels, and that board was rolling faster and smoother feeling than the brand new Quasi board, or Quasi wheels. That was the first thing I noticed. I was like, dang, these wheels are slow. And I knew it wasn't the bearings because I put on speed cream. Each one of them was rolling nice and smooth. Tried them on 2 trucks, so it wasn't the axle. They're just straight up slow wheels. Aside from size, I didn't realize how much a wheel like affects your speed, which sounds a little stupid saying it now, but it's just facts. Like the wheel, the way that they make it, and urethane, all makes a difference in how fast your wheel's gonna be. So that was my first like problem with them. I was like, these are some slow wheels for real. And also like when I was riding Formula 4s at the college I went to, there was a whole bunch of hills. So I was pretty much taking that skateboard everywhere, doing a lot of power slides. I never was able to flat spot my Formula 4 wheels. I even made a whole video where I did 100 power slides, and they didn't even get like a little bit ovalized, which is when your wheel starts to roll like it's flat, but it's not flat. So it just literally turns into an oval. And I never On these Quasi wheels, I pretty much only skated this part, so just flat part, pretty much doing no power slides. The only like wear that my wheel was getting was from doing like little quick reverts and stuff, but that was somehow enough to get these wheels mildly ovalized. They're not flat spotted, but they are not perfectly round anymore. So after only a month of skating and doing no like real hill bombs with power slides, they're oval. They are not perfectly round anymore. So they went from being kind of slow to now they're like really slow. They don't feel as fun to ride anymore. However, aside from being slow, I would say that they do slide relatively consistently. Like on my reverts, they feel like how they should. The actual urethane isn't bad in terms of like ground feel, like sliding on tail slides and nose slides. Like all of that works pretty well. Pretty much what I'd say is I feel like I took Spitfire and how good they were for granted. Definitely gonna be going back to them for the foreseeable future. They're just simply the best wheels out right now. I heard some decent things about OJ, and I know Bones are not bad wheels, but Quasi they weren't even up to those two. They were not as good as Bones or Spitfire, and they're the same price. So as of right now, I don't see a point in buying these Quasi wheels, but Quasi as a brand, I still love. I still am probably gonna get one of their boards next. I might try their pants soon. I'm gonna keep buying from them, keep supporting them, but these wheels are just not it right now. Congrats if you made it this far in the video, because I'm gonna be announcing the next weekly giveaway. It's gonna happen again. We're doing board giveaways every week. Congrats to last week's winners, Daniel and Mason. Both of them did not live in America, so this is a worldwide giveaway. All you gotta do is follow the instructions in the description below and fill out that Google form. And if you don't win this week, we're gonna have another one next week. The whole point of this giveaway is to give back to people in the skateboard community, help everyone get on a skateboard, because it's such like a lovely thing, lovely sport, love skating. So we're just sharing what we got and giving back to the community. But yeah, I hope you guys like this video. Make sure to check in, subscribe, follow the gram, do all that stuff, and be back for next week. All right, peace out, mates.